always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Barney. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give from the gun. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got the 1st down and more. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Huskers will hustle to the line. The offense changing the play. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense must start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
With the catch, it's Mills. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense in an empty set. To throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah.
Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Mills. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Caught over the middle, it's Barney. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Gets it out fast. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch, it's Gibson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the red zone, looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nice move to keep running. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punch. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To the air, it's Raiola. Works the middle of the field. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Grab near the marker. It's Hunter. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go with a direct snap. There he goes. He's brought down
And this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Direct snap. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coming.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Sategna. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. That's reeled in, it's Gibson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Setting up for the PAT. When it gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Barney. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
On 4th down, looking to pass. That's caught. It's Hunter. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Barney. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Snap it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Wide out trying to get it in. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.